ahead, catch. All right, so we're gonna fill our radiator and radiator reservoir, coolant reservoir. Here's the coolant reservoir. Here's where you fill the radiator. There's a whole plastic panel right here, so you don't really have access to your radiator at all. So this is where we fill it. Go ahead, I'm gonna flip you guys around like this so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna grab a rag. I don't want any of this dirt to go into our system. So right now the engine is cool, and you don't want to open this if the engine's hot. All right, go ahead and twist this off. Well, let me show you what fluid I'm putting in. So I'm just using all-purpose Prestone Antifreeze coolant. This is already ready to use, pre-mixed. Our car has a lot of miles, so I just go with this. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But if you're trying to keep your vehicle original, then get OEM fluid. But for this vehicle, we have almost 200,000 miles on it, so it's not a big deal. I think the engine will last to maybe 300,000 miles. But we're just gonna use this aftermarket fluid, Prestone, and it should be okay. So go ahead and remove this. Okay, I'll use my towel. So we'll lift this up. I'm not a sponsor for this or anything, but I have this little funnel. I'm not even sure where I got it from, but it looks like it says Edwards Motorsports, maybe like a dealership or something. I don't know why it's in my toolbox, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. I don't want to use my normal funnel that I use for oil in this, so this is a brand new funnel. No, I don't even have to cut it. I think that's fine. So let's go ahead and put this in like that. And pour our fluid in. Go really slow. And this is already pre-mixed. So I got that full. You can see how it's right above the overflow right here. There's a little hole that goes to the overflow right here. Close this. All right, that's closed. Now you open this and fill this up. With this on the side of the reservoir down here, you'll see minimum, maximum. Should check it often to make sure it doesn't go below minimum. Let's go ahead and fill it up. All right, so it's right at the max mark. Put the cap back on, and that's pretty much it. Now our engine has fluid, so if it's pretty low, you might have to squeeze this. Gets rid of bubbles in your system if air gets inside. So I just squeeze it like this a couple times. Okay, so once we've filled up the radiator and the reservoir, so right now it's in the middle of minimum and maximum, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bleed the system. So let's go ahead and open this cap. The engine's cool right now still. So do you see how it's up there right now? We're gonna start the motor and we're gonna watch this. All right, so now I'm gonna use this funnel, and there we go. You can see the fluid right there. So if it does flow up, it'll overflow into this funnel and we'll be able to watch it. But let's go ahead and start the car. Put the key in. So we're gonna start the car right now and turn the heater on. Right. Waiting for the system to so that light's just for the door is open, the warning light. All right, climate control. Right now, climate control is off. All right, so what I'm gonna do is turn the AC off, turn the fan full blast. All right, that's maximum. Turn the heat. All right, maximum is 90 degrees on here. So both sides, all right? Now we're gonna go out here. So we're seeing if it burps and bubbles up. We want it to get to normal operating temperature. Let me show you guys what it looks like inside. So now we're up to normal operating temperature. Do you see how it's getting up there? And the heat is halfway. Almost halfway. And it's blowing pretty hot here right now too. Go ahead and turn off the vehicle. Right. So now we're back over here. As the engine cools down, the coolant will go down a little bit. Do you see how it's going down on its own? So it's almost below the funnel line. So now it's below the funnel line. And we can go ahead and remove this. Good. Let's go ahead and close the cap. All right. And use your towel to just wipe on your residue. So this is still in the middle between minimum and max. So the system itself, it kind of bleeds itself while you're running the car. When you cycle it on and off, it bleeds itself eventually. But that's pretty much how you really bleed it fast, is you put a funnel in it and fill up with fluid so it can bubble and remove any air out of the system. But that's pretty much it. We're good to go. Now the cap's back on, we can go ahead and, here, I like to just squeeze this, get any air out. So if there's any air in the system, it pushes it through to reservoir. You can hear it move back and forth with the water from this hose. Let's go ahead and start it. We'll warm it up a little bit and check the level again. So put the key in, press the brake, and hit the engine start button right here. We're gonna let the engine warm up to operating temperature, and and we'll be doing our oil change next.